right, take two, live from New York. Okay. It's Saturday Night Live. I always wanted to do that. When I was younger, I always wanted to be on Saturday Night Live.
I know.
But anyway, I did. I used to always say that. Now I'm too old now, but back in the day, I used to always say I wanted to be.
You wanted to be the heavy set.
I wanted to be the heavy black girl on Saturday Night Live, but I was in my 20s then.
Yeah.
Oh well, what a world! Those days are over. But anyway. So now we are with part 2 of this Monique versus D.L Hughley thing.
Because she's continuing to talk.
We thought
we were going to I
thought we were done with it. I thought once D.L said his thing, the most she would do is come back and be like, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. You suck, I don't like you. Right. Boy, was I wrong. She hit
below the belt this time.
So then yesterday when we did our Kardashian update, at the end of our Kardashian update, it's fine. At the end of our Kardashian update, we talked about a little bit about Monique. And I thought Monique was trying to do a brand of, this is like, I'm the kind of girl that's going to come on and cause problems. That's like my new thing. Yeah. My new stick,
I shake up things, situations.
Yeah. Boy, was
Get
I
up
wrong.
under people's skin on purpose.
Boy, was I wrong. She really is crazy.
There's something not right.
And the thing I don't like about it is her husband eggs it on. He's mental too. So that means he's a nut job. If he really is backing her up on what she does and he believes what she does, he's a nutcase.
And he elaborates on what she's saying. Because when he sat with her when she did that
yes. Okay, we'll talk about. Okay, so here we go. So D.L Hughley came out and said his little thing. So Monique decides she wants to go on live with her husband.
Go again. Is this recording new?
Oh, you're right. Before that, she posted on her Instagram or somewhere. Somebody must have sent her an old video or tape of D.L Hughley.
You think somebody sent that to her?
They sent it to her. It was a fan. Ooh. Sent her a tape.
And then they messy.
Thank you. Sent her a tape. They knew she was going to do something with that. Of D.L Hughley.
On the old hokey dokey.
Of D.L Hughley on the Sway Show.
Right.
And he was basically on there talking about how his daughter, his youngest daughter, was molested by his best friend.
Right.
And she came to him and told him,
the daughter,
that your friend is molesting me.
Yes.
And he didn't believe her.
He believed it.
He believed his friend over his daughter.
How old was she when she?
I don't know. Happened? I don't know the story. Wow. But he basically told the story because he wanted to say how he felt bad for that.
Yes.
He apologized to his daughter for that. And later on, they found out his friend was molesting other kids and went to prison for it.
So bad.
That's when he realized she was telling the truth all this time.
He felt so bad.
He felt bad.
Said, I can't take that time back.
He said, I could never get those years back that I didn't believe my daughter. Yes. How she must have felt.
Yes.
How that must have affected her.
Dad,
all of that.
All people. Because there's been situations where kids have come to the mom and say, Dad is touching me, and the mom is in denial.
Exactly.
You want to beat them down.
Exactly. Well, you don't believe it.
If the man is doing some investigation first,
think about it.
The child is lying.
But think about it. If you in love with your husband,
oh Lord,
you would never think he would do that. You would be like, something is wrong with your child for saying that.
Oh God.
But I agree with you. You should always investigate.
It's both sides. Yes. You never know.
But anyway, so he believed his friend. He said he could never get those years back and all of that. He felt bad about it.
Yeah.
But he went on the show not to just talk about how his daughter was molested, but to talk about how if you're a parent and your child comes to you, you should believe it, or at least look into it.
Right away.
Don't just shun them away like they're not telling the truth.
Okay.
Well, this nut job, I totally, Monique.
But before you go to the nut job and how she responded.
I used to like her, but not anymore.
This man, no matter what has been said or done to her, or anybody else, he is being transparent and real at that moment.
He's coming on the Sway Show to be. He didn't even have to tell the story.
No, he didn't, and he didn't think to tell it for it to be backlash
for somebody to use it.
But I like the fact that he did come forward and say, and he used it as an example, as a learning,
right.
everybody don't do what I did.
Don't do what I did.
Listen to your child. If they come to you, no matter how close that friend
Exactly.
is, even if it's a relative.
Right.
Listen to the child and do some investigation and see if it's really going on.
So Monique decided to come back on her Instagram and post that video and use it to say, I told y'all about his character. What kind of man doesn't believe his daughter when she comes to him and says she was molested? I told y'all he doesn't have any character. First of all, she was molested by her dad. So let's just put that out there. That's why she got something going on with that
daddy issues.
And
he may have reminded her of her dad and how she's still angry with her father. Even
still
though he's
angry.
Dead, he's
she said her father she asked her for forgiveness, and she said until he left her, until she died, go to hell, whatever, she'll never forgive him.
So she's hurting.
So she has the issue.
Yes.
Not everybody else.
Oh,
she has the issue. So then to use that.
Yes.
So here it makes it even worse. You would think that would be worse. Bad, right? It gets worse than this. D.L was right when he said she's a arsonist.
Yeah.
She will light something on fire and stand back and watch it burn.
Yeah.
Because you would think that would be the low point.
Yeah.
No. When she put that, her own fans were writing, that's too far.
You've gone too far, Monique. It has nothing to do with the contract.
I was with you. I don't like D.L Hughley either, so I was behind you. No. But you shouldn't have brought up that girl. You revamping stuff. You bringing back things, the issues, and something that girl probably was like, why is it? I didn't even know his daughter was molested. Now because of Monique, I know his youngest daughter was molested.
And I'm thinking
that was not mainstream story.
And the thing, and
sorry,
but
now I know about it.
And another thing that got me with that, the reasons why you're using that story that he told and was upfront about it, he said he was sorry.
Exactly.
He never said, he wasn't like,
he wasn't justifying it, and he wasn't making excuses for it.
I missed that time with my daughter. I messed up.
And he said, I can never get that back.
Why would you use somebody coming forth and saying, I messed up, saying, see, they messed, what are you trying to say?
That's his character.
How is it his character when he said, I'm sorry, I messed up?
People don't make mistakes.
What is wrong with her?
She's crazy. But hold on.
Go
ahead. The people who enable her, that's the problem. But anyway, never mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you would think that was enough. So the people wrote, oh, you've gone too far. You've gone no. Now you would think a common sense person would have come back and said, you know what, y'all right. I did go too far. I didn't have to I apologize to his daughter. I didn't like when Oprah did it to me. I'm mad at Oprah today because she did it to me. Because Monique is mad at Oprah because Oprah brought her father and her family on her show. And Monique said molested her.
Yeah.
She didn't like that that Oprah gave him a platform to be able to even speak about anything. So she was upset. She said she should have told me before she brought my family
out. So that's
out.
some deep anger.
So you mad at Oprah for putting your family on blast and not telling you, but you did the same thing to D.L Hughley.
Put his family on blast.
You put his family on blast.
Yes.
Which has nothing. Later on, you saw when his daughter came back, right? Did you see when his daughter? Oh, that's a good one. She good.
She came back.
She came back and said something. Not the one. Not the that. Hold on. No, I'm missing that one. All right, hold on. All right, I'll get to it. I got to come back with Monique first.
Okay.
So Monique didn't come back and apologize.
No,
she doubled down. Her and her husband decided to go live, and while they was going live, you noticed the lawnmower guy started coming.
Isn't that a hint and a half that maybe
God was trying to take her off of the thing? She didn't even get the hint.
With the loud noise behind them.
She didn't even get the hint from God to shut your lies down and get off of the air.
You shouldn't be saying that.
Hold on. We're going to go tell the lawn guy to be quiet.
Right.
So we can keep talking. Even though the Lord God is telling you to shut up.
Maybe.
Okay, so
that was a hint and a half.
Hint and a half.
Okay.
So then they finally kept talking. Her and her husband, the lawn guy, stopped. She doubled down and said she didn't agree with everybody saying that she shouldn't have used that. She thought that was a good analogy and that her daughter, she was saying he brought it up. She wasn't the one that talked about his daughter being molested. He went on Sway's show and brought it up.
But he brought it up to share that information. It had
So
nothing
that-
to do with y'all's story.
Also, so that other parents
Don't do
what
what he did.
I did.
Yes.
Not bring it up so I could talk about my daughter being molested
Yes.
by my best friend.
Yes.
What is wrong with her?
I think she's still angry at her dad.
Oh my God.
There is daddy issues. There's some
then-
serious issues with her dad.
So then his daughter, his older daughter, not the
the
young
one that
one.
was
The
molested.
young one is probably so humiliated that she don't
Like,
even want to
why
talk about
is
it.
she talking
Why
about
are you
this?
talking about something that now everybody and their
And that
mama
has
know
nothing
about?
to do with you and my dad's in the contract.
And when he talked about it on Sway, it wasn't an argument going on between you two. So right now you're in the news.
Yeah.
So if you bring it up now, everybody's going to be talking about me being molested.
Yeah.
When he went on Sway's show, nobody was talking about D.L Hughley.
Right.
What is wrong with her?
see.
She makes me so mad every time I
It's
think
like
about
a
it.
mental problem.
Anyway, so his daughter comes back, and I love her response.
Okay.
Then DL comes after his daughter. It's so many, it's back and forth. Okay, so his daughter comes back, and she says very articulate, like her father, which I like. I told you I like DL because he's able to break stuff down, very articulate or whatever. So she comes back and says, pretty much leave my family's name out of your mouth. She said, first you bring my mom's name up, and you bring my mom up, and you humiliate her. Because remember on stage, she said, I wouldn't suck a coward, blank, blank.
Right.
I feel so sorry for your family, whatever.
Right.
So she said, first you bringing up my mom, and that's humiliation.
Right.
First of all, why are you talking about my mom sucking anything?
Right.
You're a
That's
fool.
just
You're a
nasty.
whole nasty fool.
Right.
I wouldn't suck the blank of a coward.
Oh my God.
Why are you even talking about my mom that way?
Yes.
You wouldn't want
That's
somebody to talk about
disrespectful.
your mom. Well, I don't know. I don't know how she felt about her mom.
But here's the sad thing.
I wouldn't want nobody to say that about my
But
mom.
the sad thing is, there's some mental concerns there and some spiritual concerns there because she's doing the very thing that she speaks against. She's
Exactly.
dogging black women out. You
Man-
don't talk
man.
about a man. You're doing
And
all
women.
the things that you're claiming you're an
And-
advocate for.
and
so
DL
we know something's
And
going
DL's
on.
mom was in the audience that night. His mom was sitting in the audience
Oh no,
when she was doing all of that.
that's just mean.
Isn't that tacky?
Yes, because
So
that's she
anyway,
was there to see her son, right?
and Lovely T, I love Lovely T, and I love Daytime Tea Time. Those are the two YouTube people I watch a lot. They gave me a lot of background on this story.
Okay.
I love with Lovely T. She said the exact same thing I said. It would have been different if she had spoken to him backstage and they got in a heated argument. Remember I said that?
Right.
I said that before I saw Lovely T say it.
Right.
Then you come out and say, this dude called me this, and this,
Right.
and blah,
You
blah,
can
blah.
use it as material
Then you
'cause it
can
actually
understand the
happened.
anger. There is no place for your anger when you didn't even talk to him.
Right.
You should have directed all of that backstage or after the show or with his promoter or manager, all of that. But anyway, we digress. We go
Okay.
back. But anyway, his daughter came out. She pretty much said, leave my family's name out of your mouth.
Okay.
She said, if you had a dispute with my dad over a lineup or whatever, this show, surely you could have found 100 different things about D.L Hughley to talk about his character.
Right. Thank you.
D.L Hughley can be an a-hole.
Yes.
You could have brought up
a-hole moments.
You could have brought up 1,000,000 stories about him being an a-hole.
Thank you. Not the one
About his daughter being molested.
of being molested. So you not only shame, you can shame him, and that's fine because it's between you and him, the both of you. Why you got to pull the daughter in it? And she's still healing. So you didn't add that's that arsenal.
She burns
Through the fire and
but she
watching it
said,
burn.
but one thing you're not going to do, I'm paraphrasing, guys, because she was much more eloquent than I am.
Okay.
Is you're not going to hurt my family because you don't have the power to do that.
Ooh.
She was good.
Okay.
You don't, what you're trying to do
Yeah.
is not succeeding.
Right.
We're stronger than you. We actually love each other, which is something you probably don't know anything about.
Ooh, she tore her up. Thank
So,
you, daughter.
thank you. So she said, and if you would like to respond to me in person, in other words, we ain't doing this back and forth thing.
Instagram,
She
yeah.
said, IM me or DM me, and I will give you my address. She talked about how you say so much about how you love black women and you want to protect black women. You didn't protect my sister.
Ooh.
You didn't protect my mother.
Ooh, dog the mom out as far as the sexual comment. Thank you. She's such a hypocrite.
You're going to say something like, I wouldn't suck the blank of a coward. So is my mama an idiot if she does suck the blank of a coward?
Thank you.
So you didn't protect my mom when you was talking.
So what's she going to say about that?
Oh, she knows she going to come back because of this. Now, somebody who's not crazy would come back and say, oh my God.
You're right. I didn't even think about all that.
I was so angry.
Yes.
I was seeing I was red. And I went off on another deep end. No, she not.
How?
When she was with her husband, this is the part that cracked me up.
She came back to the daughter?
No. Okay. The part we was talking about her with her husband on the live. Who's sitting back behind her.
With his hat on.
He looked like an idiot.
Yes, he is. He's a leech.
He's a leech. Who would he be without her? Nobody. A guy going to tell the people to turn
to leech on to
He
something
would be
else.
the guy going outside telling the lawn guys to be quiet. And they would say, who the hell are you? I'm Monique's husband.
Oh, so, and your point is?
Because as much as crazy as she is, I told you I think she's funny, I think she's talented.
Now you're
all
starting
of
to
those
see there's
things.
something else, aren't you?
She's meant to do great things.
Yes.
But her mouth and her craziness is gonna stop her. But anyway,
I think the hurt and the pain that she's experienced has covered her. It's covered her ability to
think.
To be rational.
So then, what's the husband's problem?
He's leeching off of that because he knows that's the money maker.
But here's the
whether she's angry
this
or
is
not,
the part
she's
that
making
made
money.
me laugh.
She's famous.
This is the part that made me laugh, and she made me. When she said this, I thought of Trump. She's a Trump. Instead of orange Trump, she's black Trump.
Ooh.
I'm gonna call her Black Trump for
Black
Trump.
Trump.
This Black Trump said at the end of her rant or whatever with her husband. That's why 50 Cent is a man. And Lee Daniels is a man. Lee Daniels. Now, he was every name under the book.
Is he a man now?
Yeah. He wasn't a man before.
Because he gave her a pardon or something?
Because he apologized to her.
Ooh.
That's why I call her Black Trump. Trump will dog out anybody that he's in a conflict with.
That don't like him.
If they don't like him, if they're in a conflict with him, they're the lowest tadpole, they're the scum of the earth, they're the snake, they're the worst of their worst.
You have every adjective you could think of.
But if you apologize,
it's almost like he wipes out all the things he said about you in that last time.
If you apologize like Lee Daniels did, now all of a sudden, last year you was a scum of the earth,
right, no
good.
Anymore. No.
This year you a man.
You're a good guy. You're the best guy.
If you a guy who talks about everybody and their mama, which is 50 Cent, you ain't talking about me, so you a man. Even though he didn't say black women is the lowest thing, he wants somebody mixed. All this thing came out of his mouth. And she's for black women.
He disses
this
black
dude
women.
Came out, ain't never denied it. And I don't care because I like 50 Cent. He say what he say. That's all right.
That's his opinion.
I like black women mixed with Asian because they look better.
Oh, stop.
Now, Fatso Monique. You ain't mixed with Asian, and you ain't nowhere near what that Negro think is fine. Now, once you make him mad, you gonna be all kind of fat, hoe, stank, dumb,
and vice versa.
And he gonna talk about you. He gonna talk about your husband.
But vice versa.
All of that
makes her mad. She gonna be on top of 50 Cent.
I know I said.
Like white on rice.
I know I said 50 Cent was a man last year, but this year he's a man. He ain't a man.
He ain't nothing such and such. Yep. So she's Black Trump.
She's Black Trump. Like who likes him?
Yeah.
Talks about Kanye. When Kanye ran for president, all of a sudden he don't like Kanye no more. Right. When Kanye was hugging him in the office, you're my dad.
You're like a father to me.
Yeah. Then he loves Kanye.
Yeah, but he could dog you out, and once
the rapper.
You know the funny thing about it, it could be in the same sentence if you make him happy that quick. Because in the one sentence, he can say you are whatever.
No, I get what you're saying.
What?
He could be dogging you out and somebody say something that he likes you.
Yeah.
And he'll turn it around.
Right.
She's a black Trump. Trump would be like, I hate, he's a scum of the earth.
But Mr.
He's
Trump,
no good.
Mr. Trump, he had said something good about you just about 5 minutes ago, and he gave money towards your campaign.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not that bad.
See? She's a black Trump. He ain't that bad. Because just in the middle of your sentence, you find out that they did something very good for you and supported you.
And she's like him in the sense that D.L Hughley. I'm upset with D.L Hughley.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to bring his daughter, his wife, his dog, his cat. He had a snake. She'll bring him in too.
The fish. Yeah, and then probably the mother too, the grandmother.
She going to bring everybody. She going to burn everything
I'm glad
down.
you said that about the daughter. I did not know that other daughter made that comment.
She did. I love how she responded.
And she is so right. Don't put your name, don't put our family in your mouth. Don't talk about... And you
have enough. There's enough, and it's almost like she was saying
things about my dad.
It's almost like she was saying my dad does enough negative for you to talk about him without bringing us in.
Exactly. You don't need to bring in my sister who had to deal with
Kanye was mad at him. My father has said enough about other people for you to bring in about his character.
Exactly.
Where you don't have to say anything about it.
You have all these examples, but why you have to pull in my sister who's still healing?
So then he comes back. D.L Hughley comes back and says he was so proud of his daughter.
Oh, okay.
He said, I'm proud of my daughter, how she came back and responded. Mm-hmm. He said, now, it's not over. You're right. Because his show is on Monday. He has a weekday show.
Oh, you going to watch it?
He said, I'll talk about it on my show.
Uh-oh, you going to watch it? We need to talk about that, too. This is going to be an ongoing continue. Just like Trump is.
I wanted this to be
talking about this.
I wanted this to be. You're right.
In the news.
And there's life lessons that we learned from this. It's bigger than D.L Hughley and Monique.
It is.
It's bigger than them to me. Mm-hmm. It's a person who's hurting. We always say hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
Monique is a hurt person hurting somebody.
And I didn't know until I found. I saw the show you said to watch.
Daytime tea time.
I guess, but I wasn't sure that she had daddy issues.
Big time.
I didn't know she had molested. She was molested as well.
And she's estranged from her son. Now you're gonna talk about D.L Hughley
on her son.
You're gonna talk about D.L Hughley with his kids. Where your son
What's wrong with her son? What happened?
Why he ain't said nothing in your defense?
What's going on?
Girl, I don't know.
Oh wow.
So you're right. This is gonna keep up. We'll probably do it part 3,
especially if you say he has a show coming up Monday.
He said he'll talk about it.
We gotta watch it.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, he's had the whole weekend to think about what he's gonna say. And y'all know D.L Hughley.
What more can he say? He's kind of captured a lot of it.
I think he's going to probably...
Her being an arsonist.
I'm going to guess and say he's going to bring out some points we talked about tonight. Okay. Which is bringing up the fact that his daughter was molested. Right. He may use that as a teaching thing again. Yeah. Because when he did it on Sway, like I said, everybody wasn't talking about it. Right. So he may use this as another opportunity to say, if you're a parent, and your child comes to you and says something like that, you got to at least investigate it.
What would you? One of the things the tea lady said in her
daytime tea time. That's Candace.
She said, "What if the daughter came to her and said something? What if the daughter that was actually molested come back and say..."
She'll say, "Oh, baby," because you know everybody.
No. Well, what if she comes back and says, like, pretty much along the lines that the older daughter is, but this is her experience. Why did you have to bring this up on
She gonna tell you why. She gonna have an excuse.
No, but she's talking directly to the person that has been offended.
She gonna have an excuse.
What she gonna say excuse.
She's gonna say, "Hunt, baby, sweeter, lovey." Whatever she call it, baby's my baby,
sugar pie,
sugar baby, sweetie, lovey.
Okay.
Your father brought you up when he went on Sway's show.
But my father brought me up because we are healing from that relationship. It has nothing to do with you and his contract.
You know what, baby?
You didn't need to bring me back up.
You know what?
Now you're rekindling that.
She's gonna turn it on the girl. She's gonna say, "You know what, sweetie pie, lovey, bubby, bubba, baby, bubba, boo."
Okay.
You're still hurting. So I understand your pain. I understand your frustration with me.
But what does that have to
do
with your contract with my dad?
I understand, baby love, sweetie bubblegum, dish lovey, dubby, sweetie pie, pancake, lover dubber,
sweetie poosey,
yellow belly, sapsucker. It's because
Okay.
you're hurting. So I don't want to talk to you about this now. You're hurting.
Well, Monique, you're hurting too because if
Monique, you have a rhino head.
no, why you got?
That's what Corey Holcomb said. I couldn't think of a comedian the other day. Corey Holcomb
says he has a rhino head.
You know what, Corey?
Oh,
I apologize to Corey.
Why?
Because I'm a fellow comedian.
Okay.
And I said he was being a little too harsh on Monique.
About having a rhino head.
Corey lit into Monique so bad.
Well, he
called her
to call him a
untalented.
name.
No. He called her untalented, just goobity gobbity. He called her everything. He said, you know what? She has a huge head. Look at her. And he said, you know what Monique got? Monique got a rhino head. He said, look at her head and look at a rhino. Her head, put a picture of a rhino next to Monique's head.
Wrong.
She has a rhino head.
Wrong.
And before I would have never said that.
As a
because
comedian.
I would never say that because I'm thinking that is so mean and so rude and cold.
No, it's not. He's a comedian.
But he didn't have to say that it because of her debating DL.
Well,
But after this, I'm going to hear what Corey Holcomb. We got to go on his show.
Okay.
Because if he was lightning to her from before.
Oh, what he gonna say?
Oh, Lord Jesus, I don't know what he gonna say
talk
now.
about the husband.
We'll bring that back to y'all. We got to come because he gonna talk about him. Oh, Corey
That's
Holcomb.
what a comedian does.
Corey is gonna light into them.
They'll-
What is Ricky Smiley gonna say on his show Monday?
Oh, that's gonna hurt him.
Oh my goodness. Ricky got to say something about it.
Ricky probably gonna definitely think the way we thinking. Where now we're going into a mental concern.
But what is
now.
he gonna say about Monique? That's his friend.
No, like I'm saying, he may say he'll probably be nice about it because he's never been like mean towards either one of them because they're both friends.
Yeah.
But what would you say? Being nice to your friend.
Monique, if Monique was my friend right now, I would call her a rhino head.
You know what?
Yes, I would. I said, I love you.
Somebody should do that.
He's not. I would say, I love you. You're my friend.
But you're wrong.
But you are a nutty buddy buddy. Study cutting you ruddy. Don't call me baby or nothing like that. You are a nut job.
I wouldn't do that.
You need deliverance.
I wouldn't.
You need somebody to lay hands on you and cast them demons out of you. You have never forgiven your father.
Nutty buddy.
You are either you're a nutty buddy or you are truly oppressed
Yes.
with spirits.
Yes.
And you need to get around somebody, not your daddy, sitting behind you.
He's dead.
You know the husband that she called daddy.
Oh, she called him
you need
daddy?
Yes. You need to get behind get behind, Lord. You need to get with somebody to cast some demons out of you and send you on the right way. That's what you need.
That's
because
what
you
you
have
would say
not
as a
forgiven
friend.
your father. You have not forgiven yourself.
Yes.
It's you.
Yes,
It's not
yes.
even your father. It's you.
Yes. And you see too.
And I would still call her a rhino head.
And you know what?
And tell her I love her.
The sad thing about it is that she doesn't see that her life, if she forgives, learns to forgive both and whoever, will help others who have gone through
so
what
much better. Aren't you tired of being angry?
They are right when they say when you don't forgive somebody.
Oh
that's
my
a
God!
weight. That's
and
a weight on you.
It eats at you. It
bitterness,
eats at you.
and bitterness is. It talks about it in the Bible about bitterness goes
Yes.
to the root of your bones. It gets to your bones. When
you don't forgive somebody, they keep space in your head.
Yes.
So as much as you don't like them, you're allowing them to keep space inside of you.
You don't realize that letting that go and
I can forgive you and not like you.
Yes.
There's a lot of people I don't like.
Right.
And some of y'all know who y'all are. If I've argued with you, because I don't argue with everybody.
Right.
The fact that I don't argue with a lot of people, you should know if I argued with you, I don't like you.
Oh, stop. There's a few.
I'll F with you.
Right.
I don't call you. I don't talk to you. Don't
But
come
if
near
you
me.
see them lying,
but I don't hate you.
Exactly.
And I forgive you for getting me to that point to where I don't like you.
Yeah.
But you cannot like somebody and forgive them or not hate them.
Right. Because on the spiritual note, if those of us who believe in the Word of God, He commands us to love. And that's something we would need his help too, especially if they've hurt us and offended us. Because she did not.
She quick on saying she loved people though. I love you,
no, because
if you don't love somebody,
you can't
do
love
that
me
too.
if you don't even love your dad. And
how you gonna love me and do what you do to me?
But
that's like somebody punching you in the face and saying they love you.
But enough.
Why you make me hit you?
But I wanted to also add too, as far as the Word of God, those of us who are believers in the Word of God, Christians, Paul even talks about, if possible, live peaceably with all men.
Yeah.
He knows it's not always possible.
Exactly.
We're loving each other. If I see somebody that I don't really like and they hurt me,
right.
I'm hoping and praying that if I see them in the street hurting, they got hit by a car,
I'll help anybody.
I will go help. I'll call 911. I
the
try
bottom
to do what I
line is I
can.
help a dog. That's it. So I'm sorry.
But
that
I
ain't saying
don't
much,
have to
but...
have tea with you
Exactly.
and have coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, so I guess we're gonna still bring this up. It's not over.
It's an ongoing.
Because
saga.
DL's gonna talk about it.
Continues.
He's gonna talk about it Monday, and Ricky Smiley's gonna talk about it Monday.
I'm proud of DL's daughter, the older one.
Very proud.
I'm proud of her with what she said and how she said it.
Yep.
She's right.
Yep.
She gave examples of how Monique had lowered her mom.
Yep.
Standards as a black woman, and you're supposed to be building black women.
Yep. So we'll talk to y'all again about it.
Okay.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, y'all. So that was another Woods Report. See you later on this one.